What are the complications of viral hepatitis? They are acute liver failure may occur, then cholestatic hepatitis or hepatitis A may occur, then aplastic anemia, chronic liver disease and cirrhosis in case of hepatitis B and C, and relapsing hepatitis may occur. In acute viral hepatitis, the history and clinical examination we have to do for differential are the prodromal symptoms such as anorexia, nausea, vomiting, tender hepatomegaly, and dark urine should be assessed, which lead to diagnosis of acute viral hepatitis. High-grade fever with chills and rigor and tender hepatomegaly are the signs of liver abscess. High-grade fever with chills and rigor without hepatomegaly, pale stool, and dark urine suggests that cholangitis is present. Then 4 investigations are done, which are serum bilirubin, ALT or SGPT, then ultrasonogram of hepatobiliary system, complete blood count with ESR, then viral markers for hepatitis E and A viruses are assessed. Evaluation of an apparently healthy hepatitis B AG positive adult are following. We have to do liver function test to check the level of ALT to see chronic hepatitis. Viral markers are checked in HBeAg. The presence of HBeAg is checked to assess active replication of the virus. Viral load. HBV DNA can be measured by polymerase chain reaction in the blood. Ultrasound of hepatobiliary system is done to see the evidence of chronic hepatitis or cirrhosis. Fibroscan of liver is done to see features of cirrhosis, and liver biopsy is done in chronic cases. Prognosis or sequelae of hepatitis B infection. Full recovery occurs in 90 to 95% of the adults. Acute liver failure develops in less than 1% of cases. 5 to 10% patients develop a chronic infection which usually continues for life. Recovery from acute hepatitis B virus infection occurs within 6 months, and it is characterized by the appearance of antibody to viral antigen. Cirrhosis develops in 15 to 20% of patients with chronic hepatitis B virus over 5 to 20 years. Hepatocellular carcinoma develops only after many years. Infection passing from mother to child at birth leads to chronic infection in the child in 90% of cases, and recovery is rare. What are the points in counseling a hepatitis B carrier? The majority of chronic hepatitis B carrier doesn't develop chronic hepatitis and do not require treatment. About 25% of carriers would develop chronic hepatitis, which has the risk of developing chronic liver disease and hepatocellular carcinoma. The patient has to maintain a good health by keeping balanced diet, adequate sleep, and regular exercise. Then vaccination against hepatitis A virus is done if not immune. The patient should not share personal care items such as shaver, razor, toothbrush, and nail clipper. He has to strictly avoid alcohol, The patient must inform the healthcare workers, doctors, dentists, and nurses that he is a hepatitis B carrier. Non-prescription use of analgesics, sedatives, and other hepatotoxic drugs are strictly inhibited. The patient should always seek medical advice before taking medication. Blood donation and unprotected sexual act is strictly prohibited. Regular sexual partners have to be checked for hepatitis B and ensure the vaccination if necessary. Regular checkup is done. The patient should do following investigations at 6 to 12 months interval: serum ALT, ultrasonogram of upper abdomen for liver examination, and alpha fetoprotein. Babies born to hepatitis B carrier mothers should receive hepatitis B vaccine along with hepatitis B immunoglobulin shortly after birth.